Can you do it? Can you brew beer and beer-like beverages at home? Ever wanted to try it but thought it was too complicated, too expensive? What if we told you that you can make amazing, delicious beer at home with no fancy brewing equipment? Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly which beers you can start brewing in no time, right in your own kitchen. And the first one, it's an ancient classic that's ridiculously easy to make, and you might already have everything you need sitting in your pantry right now. Let's dive into something unique, refreshing, and packed with history: Kvass. Had ever heard of it? If you grew up in Eastern Europe, you definitely have. This ancient Slavic brew is a light, tangy, slightly sweet, and super refreshing beer-like drink that's been around for over 1,000 years. And here's the best part: you don't need malt, hops, or even special equipment to make it. Kvass is brewed from stale bread. Yes, you heard that right. Rye bread, a little sugar, some yeast or raisins, and water, a couple of days of fermentation, and boom, you've got a slightly fizzy, low-alcohol drink that's crazy refreshing. We will show you how to do it step by step in one of our upcoming videos, and even more, because maybe you want something stronger, something a little more rebellious. Before hops took over the brewing world, medieval beers were brewed with herbs, spices, and even flowers. Enter Gruit beer, the original craft beer, brewed before people even knew what hops were. This beer is a wild mix of botanicals. Think rosemary, yarrow, juniper, or even heather. Back in the day, different towns had their own secret spice blends, making each Gruit beer totally unique. And guess what? You can easily make your own. It's a super fun way to experiment with flavors, whether you want it earthy, floral, or even a little spicy. Plus, it's a great way to brew beer without needing hops at all. Some say these old school beers were even believed to have mystical powers. But let's not get too carried away. Speaking of classic, let's fast forward a few centuries to one of the easiest, tastiest beers you can brew today. Now, if you're looking for a straightforward, no-fail, delicious beer, it's got to be the Session Ale. Light, crisp, easy drinking. This is the starter beer of home brewing. You don't need a PhD in fermentation to pull this one off. It's basically water, malt extract, hops, and yeast. Boom, in about 2 weeks, you'll have a fresh, bubbly golden ale that tastes like it came straight from a microbrewery. Plus, it's one of the most forgiving beers to make. Mess up a little, no worries. It'll probably still taste great. But what if you want something darker, richer, and smoother? Well, you're in for a treat. How about something dark, rich, and velvety? Exciting, right? Yes, you can brew a fantastic stout at home with just a little patience. Imagine a smooth, chocolatey, slightly roasty pint. Delicious. Just like the big brand, you know which one I mean. But this one is made by you. Brewing it is a bit more challenging, but trust me, when you take that first sip of your own homemade stout, it's a game changer. But what if I told you that you can brew beer without barley? Sounds crazy, right? Well, let's go old school. I mean, really old school. Welcome to the incredible world of Mead, one of the oldest and most fascinating alcoholic drinks in history. We're talking Viking-approved medieval-style brewing at its finest. Mead is honey-based, super easy to make, and requires almost no equipment. Plus, you can flavor it however you want. Berries, spices, even chili peppers if you're feeling adventurous. It's like the ultimate DIY drink of the gods. Now, if Mead sounds a little too medieval for you, how about something fruity, funky, and a little wild? Yep, I'm talking about hard cider. It's ridiculously easy to make. You literally take apple juice, add yeast, and let it do its thing. A few weeks later, boom, crisp, refreshing cider with just the right amount of kick. And the best part, you can tweak it however you want. Sweet, dry, spiced, or even hop like a beer. So whether you want to brew a crisp Kvass or a smooth session ale or even medieval Gruit, mead or cider, you've got quite a few options. And the best part, we are going to show you exactly how to make each one in our upcoming videos, step by step, zero confusion, and most importantly, fun. So, if you've ever dreamed of brewing your own beer, hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications so you don't miss a drop. Cheers to our beloved beverage, and I'll see you in the next video.